Welcome back to Insurance Talk Texas. We are deep in spring storm season right now, and if you're in North Texas, you know the drill. Hail, wind, and sometimes both in the same afternoon. We've talked before about getting ready before the storms hit. Today, we're going the other direction, because what happens after the storm is where most homeowners run into real trouble.
And it's a conversation that doesn't get nearly enough attention. People assume once the sky's clear, the hard part is done. But the decisions you make in those first 48 hours after a storm can make or break your insurance claim. Having a trusted agency like Schell Insurance in your corner before that moment is one of the smartest things a North Texas homeowner can do.
So let's set the scene. Storm has cleared, you walk outside, and something is clearly wrong. Shingles in the yard, dents on the gutters, maybe a cracked window. What's the very first thing a homeowner should do?
Document everything. Before you call a contractor, before any cleanup, grab your phone and capture every bit of damage you can see. Roof, gutters, siding, windows, fences, vehicles in the driveway, all of it. That documentation is the foundation of your entire insurance claim, and without it, you're going to have a much harder time with your adjuster.
And filing quickly matters too.
It does. The sooner you file, the clearer the connection is between the damage and the specific storm. Texas does give you a 2-year window to file a lawsuit if a claim gets wrongfully denied, but your policy itself likely requires notification within the first year. Practically speaking, you want to file within days.
Once you file, an adjuster comes out. What should homeowners know going into that inspection?
Be there for it. Walk the property with the adjuster and point out every area of damage. Don't assume they'll catch everything. Then get 2 or 3 contractor estimates to compare against the adjuster's report. If there's a significant gap, that's worth pushing back on.
The team at Schell Insurance helps their clients navigate this whole process. They serve homeowners throughout Frisco, McKinney, Plano, Prosper, Allen, and all of Collin and Denton County. You can reach them at 972-423-4546. These are people who know the North Texas storm landscape and know how to be your advocate when it matters.
And here's a number that should get every homeowner's attention. Nearly half of Texas home insurance claims get closed without any payout. Not always because the damage wasn't real, but because homeowners didn't understand the process or made early missteps that hurt their claim.
That is a sobering stat. Now let's talk about contractor fraud, because this is where things can go sideways fast. The day after a major hailstorm in North Texas, the storm chasers show up.
This is a massive problem. Storm chasers are contractors, often out of state, who follow weather events. They knock on doors within hours of a storm, offering quick and cheap repairs. Here are your red flags: pressuring you to sign something today, offering to waive your deductible, demanding a large upfront cash payment, no local address, no local references, out-of-state plates on the trucks.
That waive your deductible piece is critical. In Texas, it is illegal for a contractor to waive your deductible. Your insurance company can ask for proof, like a canceled check, that you genuinely paid it. Anyone offering to waive it is asking you to participate in fraud.
And here's something a lot of people don't know. Roofing contractors in Texas are not required to be licensed. Anyone can call themselves a roofer. So ask for a certificate of insurance, then call the insurance company on that certificate directly to verify the policy is actually in force.
Now let's talk about something that really surprises homeowners at claim time: the wind and hail deductible. Most North Texas policies are now on a 2% deductible for wind and hail, and when you do the math, that number gets significant fast.
Real-world example. If your home is insured for $400,000, a 2% wind and hail deductible means you're covering the first $8,000 of storm damage yourself before insurance pays a penny. That's based on your home's insured value, not the repair cost. A lot of homeowners are thinking of it like a flat car insurance deductible and getting caught off guard.
So before you file, it's worth asking whether the damage exceeds your deductible by enough to make filing worthwhile, because claims can affect your future rates. The agents at Schell Insurance at 972-423-4546 can help you work through that calculation.
There's also a coverage question homeowners need to ask about their roof, whether they have replacement cost or actual cash value. Those two options produce very different outcomes at claim time. Replacement cost pays to fix your roof at today's costs minus your deductible. Actual cash value first subtracts depreciation based on your roof's age, then pays out the remainder. On a 15-year-old roof, that difference can be enormous.
And some North Texas homeowners found at renewal this year that their policy had quietly shifted to actual cash value without them catching it. This is exactly why a policy review with Schell Insurance is worth doing now, not after the next storm. You can find them at schellinsurance.com. That's SCHELL insurance.com.
Last thing before we close, if your claim gets denied or the payout seems way too low, you are not out of options. Texas law gives you pathways. You can invoke the appraisal process to formally dispute the settlement. You can file a complaint with the Texas Department of Insurance. A denial is not the end of the road, and having an agent from Schell Insurance who already knows your policy is a massive advantage in that situation.
Storm season is stressful enough without fighting it alone. Schell Insurance knows the claims process, knows the carriers in this market, and knows how to advocate for North Texas homeowners. If you haven't reviewed your policy recently, now is the time. Reach out at 972-423-4546 or visit schellinsurance.com. That's SCHELL insurance.com. Serving Frisco, McKinney, Plano, Prosper, Allen, and all of Collin and Denton County. Thanks for tuning in to Insurance Talk Texas. Stay safe out there, North Texas. We'll see you next week.